Background information is essential for any writer to inform and persuade a reader. When you are writing about why a civil rights leader was important to the movement of the 1950s and 1960s, you must give your reader an understanding of why the civil rights movement existed and the identity of the leader. Without that information, an immense part of history is lost on them. Let's explore how you can enlighten your reader about this topic. Background information is given to a reader to help them understand a certain topic. In the case of the civil rights movement, readers need to understand that it was a movement of African American activists during the 1950s and 1960s with the goal of ending racial discrimination and segregation within the United States. And many prominent philosophers, religious figures, artists, politicians, and common folk made up the movement, including the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. That's what the movement was. But what about its purpose for existing? If you let your reader know anything about the movement, be it that these people were fighting against the way in which many parts of the country treated people of color. They were forced to attend separate schools and separate places of business that was of much lesser quality. If they violated the social norm, they faced threats of violence and sometimes death. You must also paint a picture of your civil rights leader's identity. Martin Luther King, for example, was the heart of the civil rights movement. Dr. King was a reverend and a college graduate who saw the state of affairs for African Americans in the United States and knew that it was unacceptable. He is best known for his I Have a Dream speech today, but few people understand why he made that speech or why he dreamed. For black men, women, and children, the future of living a safe, profitable life was next to impossible. King organized nonviolent protests and speeches all over the country to ensure this possibility. We have a long way to go as a country. Racial discrimination and violence still exists in the country, and many fear that it is getting worse. When you write about civil rights leaders and provide strong background information about the leader and the movement, you not only give your reader a key to the past, but a reminder of why people still need to fight for that dream today.
Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right.